Hello, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk sports, baby. Today's episode, the topic of discussion is the Detroit Pistons' first summer league game. My thoughts and opinions on it. If you didn't catch the game, don't worry, don't trip. I'm going to fill you in and have you up to date on everything that actually took place. So without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk sports, baby. So, new game. I'm hype. I'm excited to watch the game. So as I'm watching it, I didn't even get the chance to catch the first 15 points they scored. So I don't know how they was up, like how they was winning. It was like 15 to like 6 at a point in time. At that time, they whole bench and everybody talking loud. They hype. They sound like they together. It was looking like it was gonna be a good game, right? But if you know the Pistons, it's the biggest question is, can they maintain pressure? Can they be up and not give the lead back? If you remember correctly, or remember back to last season, they were up 5 points on the Boston championship Celtics, and still came back to lose that fucking game. You feel it going on? But that's just because they can't maintain the pressure on the other team. Right? So what even allowed that to happen is they have no go-to scorer on the roster. Well, I won't say on the roster, but in that game, they didn't have a go-to scorer. No one that can count on to go get them a bucket when they needed it. So we assumed that was going to be Marcus Sasser, who in turn did not play that well a game. But if you know, he low-key is accustomed to that, as according to last summer league, bro was terrible for 3 straight games and dropped 40 in the last one, which was the highest scoring for that year or for that summer league process. So we'll get more into what we have to say about him. But also what caused them to not keep that pressure is they missed a lot of assignments. Them niggas was sleep out there snoozing. Like me in the morning when I'm supposed to be up at 5 and it's 8 o'clock and I'm still sleeping. Like, how that gonna work, coach? It don't. So with that being said, I don't know. They got too many people on that team or on that summer league team that don't defend well. They got some great defenders on there as well. So I don't know how shit gonna shake out. Jared Jack gonna have to figure out them rotations. Another point of emphasis on the summer league team: there's no valuable big on the roster. There was no boxing out, no attacking the glass, no competing in the paint. We'll dive into that more a little bit later. Another point to note, I didn't see Sam Peake or Devon Higgs in the game, let alone on the bench. So I don't know, they might have did some roster swapping at the day of the game or something. But guess who was in attendance? Cade and Nassar was there, along with Tim Hardaway Jr. So you love to see that your veterans coming in and supporting who may be their teammates, and as well as the new draft picks. Trajan had a interview courtside during the game, and it seemed like the announcers from the 76ers were giving him his flowers while he was there. So that's encouraging to see. He seemed to be well respected and well liked. They seem to be very genuinely happy for him, and impressed with what he's done so far in this short term. So that was good to see. Another point of emphasis in the game, while they was like not doing too good, they shot too many threes. They was holding on to the ball too long and dribbling the ball away in too fucking much. But I can tell you what the best lineup was in there. The best lineup in there was Dennis Jenkins, Estrada, Lawson, and then Bobby Clinton, and then Chase Johnson. And you know what I'm saying? Besides them, when the first few liners came in, everybody was just doing too much. They had way too much to prove. But that typically happens in Summer League because you're fighting for your NBA life. You know what I'm saying? And some people feel like they shouldn't be there at all. So, that's bound to happen. But the remedy to that is just play your role. Just play your role. And that's when they took off and excelled. The biggest thing you can do if you're not the star in this league is just be a star in your role. That helps contribute to winning more than you trying to hunt for your shot. And so I just hope, because that's another emphasis of Detroit basketball. Like, you play your role and you're an unselfish teammate. You want to see your teammate do well. Damn near want them to do better than you. And they feel the same way, so everybody eating. And nothing's forced. That's the most important part. So the worst player on the court, especially for the Detroit Pistons Summer League team, was Tolu. Like, straight garbage. Like, couldn't stop anybody, bro. Mental lapses on defense. He wasn't even visible on offense. Like, and I thought he might be able to come out and earn himself a spot on the G League team, but boy, was I mistaken. Like, I will say that was from a limited lens on watching the film, but I don't know if it's just the NBA moment got to him or what. And yeah, Jace Johnson outplayed him, and he didn't get as many minutes, so that's also saying a lot, because he didn't particularly impact too well on defensively either. They were going after him too, but he wasn't getting cooked as bad as Tolu or Tulu. It don't even matter, bro. You're gonna be home, nigga, in a minute. But Jace had when I said he was in the best lineup that they had, and he was getting some buckets down low, and you know what I'm saying, they were starting to turn the tide. Came back down for 9 points and took the lead with that lineup. So really, it's gonna come down to Jared Jack. Can you please figure out the rotations, or you're only getting 4 Pistons Summer League games? There'll be no championship run on this side, just like last year, which was not impressive to see. Let's move on. Who else was close to being the worst player, if not was the worst player? And if you guessed it, ding, 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 and said Marcus Sasser, you were fucking right. Bro was horrible. Like, straight garbage, man. Getting collected out there. Anyway, bro was absolutely horrible on defense. He had too many blow-bys. He was looking like he was too small to defend. And ultimately, what bothers me the most is he just didn't seem to care enough. And he had some bad shot selections. But, you know, off the dribble threes is his thing. So, like I said, he tends to play bad in Summer League so far anyway. So, we'll just see how the next game goes. But they low-key need him to be on and be the go-to scorer. Then they'll be all right no matter what happens. And so we don't know if it's just his Summer League curse, or because I'm starting to believe he might just be a selfish player, bro. And that might end up being a cancer, and he might end up getting traded, because that's the opposite of the Pistons' philosophy. It's teamwork. It's team player, team first. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like he might have me in the head. Great talent though. But that just might be detrimental to the growth and the culture being built here. So he might end up traded. We'll see. I'd rather him stay, and I'd rather me be wrong. Because like I said, he can guarantee you, no matter what, get you 15 off the bench in the right circumstances and situations. And that's critical to have come off the bench at any point in time. So let's move on and get to who probably had the best night. And the best night, it was a toss-up there too. It's a tie, bro. But I'm going to go ahead and edge out the winner because of what it's going to do for his career. So the best night goes to, it's between Bobby Klintman and Dennis Jenkins, bro. I'm going to have to totally go with Dennis because you're coming in unknown, unheard of, and you put yourself on the map defensively, which is even incredible. And he made tough shots. He was just in the right place at the right time, unselfish, and looked like a potential leader out there. So that from, you're just a two-way to possibly getting your name in the mix, great. I don't need to see what the rest of your performance is if you're consistent enough, but I believe he's going to be. Like I said in the previous video, I was betting on, bro, being unsung hero. But really, Bobby had the best night. Bobby Klintman was really impressive in his action that he was on the court. By far, you can get excited about what he can be. Like I said, Dennis was really a high impact player all throughout the game, but Bobby also was just everywhere. I'm saying Bobby was incredible, bro. He was really noticeable out there. Like he looks like he could end up being the steal of the draft. they're gonna go like 2 years and like, how did he make it to the second round? But the reason I'm saying all that is because he looked very fluid out there on defense. Like, he looks like a scary defender loading. Like, that process coming is crazy. Like, he has the length, he has the activeness. Like I said, bro was just everywhere, busy, moving at all times. So that makes me believe he's in great shape. And as a young player, that's important. Because like I said, I feel like most of Jalen Duren's lapses on defense is because he's not mentally, because he's tired, which makes him mentally slow on defending and reacting. But back to Bobby, bro. And on top of being active in the limp, bro was just his lateral movement was pretty good. Like, it leaves you intrigued. I feel like he'll be an elite role player. He'll be an elite role player with the potential to be a very high impact player as well. Like, positive in the box, box plus or minus, straight positive by like +9 probably. Like, he just plays the game the right way. It looked effortless out there. Like, but that could help, because he said he think that comes back to being poised from playing in the Euro League already. So, like, he could really impact and affect winning from the defensive to the offensive game. Could possibly be the power forward of the future, because the shot was there too, look clean, look effortless, and then he ended up missing one where he shot that boy from really far and it almost was knocked down. And if probably he got the ball sooner, he would have made it. Like I said, he is very active on the court, especially on defense, just everywhere and anywhere. Now he still has to get sharper in his defense and how to cut people off and stuff. But the tools and like the raw materials is crazy. I see why they so high on him, and they gave him that 4-year contract. Like I said, he might spend a couple. I ain't gonna say a couple. He might spend 1 year in the G League just to stay active and be balling and like be scoring 30 there, just to come up there and be ready. But literally in the same role, like, bro will be insane. Like I said, a power forward of the future. Like, he'll be a prototype 3-and-D power forward. And like, once again, I said I think he's really here to learn from Tobias Harris and become a better Tobias Harris. Like, and when I say he active on defense, he's also active in general. Like, on offense, he getting tip out rebounds just because he hustling. So also honorable mentions for good nights was Jalen Slauson, because I'm like, who is that? You like, who is that? So I know he raised his low stock a bit for sure. He was really good defensively. He was showing up when we needed him on defense too, and he didn't even play that many minutes. So we didn't really see him out there too much on the offensive end. So we'll see what's to come from that the rest of the games. Wendell Moore Jr. We got to see about him, because he was pretty much non-existent for real, and did not start, or you know what I'm saying, didn't get that many minutes even. So they might fuck around there and release, bro. If something happened at the end of the year, that's a possibility. Not at the end of the year, but in the summer league, somebody comes available they might want, like another veteran. Bro, just like a $2.5 million cap casualty, so that's nothing really in the NBA. But Wendell hit a 3-ball, and I'm not gonna lie, he hit this crazy layup that was mad difficult. But I didn't see no defense from. Like I said, he barely played. Ron, his play, we'll give him a shout out because it was decent. Mixed bags of results for your 5th pick. Defensively, he was great, bro. Especially when it came to the point of attack. Like, Philly had, I think it was, can't remember his name is. I should Doughton or something like that. Bro's the reason they won. Like, the Pistons could not stop him, bro. And he only scored like 15 points. But he was facilitating kickouts right on time, getting penetration to the basket. But all that stopped when they put Ron Holland on him. But the thing is, they didn't do that early enough or often enough. Also, he spaced them out, staggered his minutes out to where it just, I don't know. I feel like Ron should have played more from what I'm saying. But defensively, he was great. Like the point of attack, crazy, kind of much like Asar. I think Asar is better defensively though. From that first taste of the game, summer league game, we'll see. They have to continue to go on, and they asked him to do that kind of late in the game, so that's not the same. Like but when them two are paired together, crazy. Especially with the projection of what Bobby Clinton to be, insane. Like I said in the previous video, bro, they might just be trying to get Cade with a bunch of defenders around him. Tell him we'll lock them up, and Cade, we just want you to get buckets and get some easy buckets for us too, and win the game off of that philosophy for now. The shooting percentage was bad tonight. Mid range was actually decent. He turned around midi, which he kind of showed on film in the G League too. 3-pointer was not there, but it didn't look terrible. But you could tell they've been changing his mechanics on his shot and stuff. So he probably ain't got used to that either. He did show how athletic he was because he almost caught a super body there. Like I said, ended up switched on Philly main facilitator and scorer and shut him down. Like that's when the game started taking the tide a different way. But once he came out of the game or took off that matchup, they started moving the ball and scoring again, which I'm like, Jared Jack, what's going on? Strada was a good shooter, but terrible defensively. And not much else to be seen other than him shooting that shot. So, overall reality is defensive liabilities was everywhere. You have a few interesting defenders because, like I said, Dennis Jenkins was great defensively and showed some shot creating, playmaking. Like I said, but the defense was crazy. Holland showed you some good defense, and Bobby Clement showed you some really good defense. And then Slauson also was pretty good defensively. So Jared Jack can stagger the roster. They should have wins the rest of this. I'm hoping for. Soon video coming out on all who had the best summer league performance, and then what team on the draft. Because now we got to revisit it after watching. Because Houston might be up there now with Reed Shepard balling. But that's it for today's video. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Hit that like button, follow, subscribe, share it, man. I mean, and talk to me. Like, how'd you feel about the video? What you think about it? Like, what should I do next? What can improve the show? Thanks.